Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here and welcome to the pasthisprime YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel and you're interested in relaxed, casual gaming for an older generation, then please subscribe to my channel. Like the video and click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos.
All right, welcome back to Planet Zoo. In this video, this is a bit of a special video, I guess. Well, hopefully it will be. What I'm going to do is that I'm hoping that I'm releasing this on Australia Day. And in recognition of that, I'm going to do something, well, I'm going to attempt to do something, hopefully, around Australia Day. Now, just a heads up, the way that I've been releasing these videos and everything else, if you've been watching them, there's a chance you're going to see stuff in this one that hasn't actually been released because this video is going to come out before some other ones, which is slightly annoying and was not my intention, but unfortunately, Australia Day sort of snuck up on me. Time flew, and I didn't really have the idea till late. So, yeah, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is on this island here, I am going to attempt to draw, I guess, a map of Australia. And what I would like to do is do it in a way that it is a functioning habitat. So this may take a bit of time. It may be multiple videos to get it to where I want it to go. It may be a lot of trial and error, because I have not even tested or thought of how this is going to work. And we're going to obviously start off with the shell of it, and we will probably have to break it up into various areas. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a bit of a play on it, and it may be a total disaster. And if it is, you may never see this video. But then again, it might be okay, and we'll be happy with it. So that's the plan, is we're going to draw Australia on this out of a habitat or multiple habitats. So we might speed up the video as I do this because it will take a bit of time, but let's get into it and let's just start working on it to get it built. So we obviously have a blank island here, and it's not a massive one, but it's not too small. So we'll see how we come out of this. So I guess the theory is what is the best to sort of draw this out of? And it's a bit of a question mark, that one, because we don't know what we're going to put in it. Now, you could go with a hedge to give it a bit of greenery, but, you know, Australia's not technically green all over it. You could go with a chain link, but you can guarantee I'll be replacing that pretty quickly. The corrugated, I mean, corrugated goes with an Australian type theme. But again, it's grade 2, not climbable, not watertight. Red brick, wood. Well, I think wood is our best option here, to be honest. I just, that's my feeling. So, how are we going to do this? This is the really challenging part. Even just getting started is going to be a challenge. And it is going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be pretty damn rough. When look, you know, I'm not stating I'm going to be getting measurements right or anything like that, but let's just get started with this and start seeing if we can get a shape in there. All right, so what we need to do now, which is the only thing I can think we need to do, is we should color and sort of design this a little bit, I guess. Now, what we could do, and I'm in two minds about whether to do this or not, we could break this up into habitats with more fences in that, whoops, more fences like so. So we could go, trying to find where that, so say there, we add, and then we'll go long, because we're going to sort of go straightish. Really? You're not going to join? Alright, so that is Western Australia. And now this is where it gets tricky. Trying to find the barriers here. Gives us a little bit of differentiator between those fences. Now we could put a different material in there, whatever, but it's a start. Now, as I indicated, now what we want to do is sort of color things a bit. And there's some other things we could do. but let's start with some colouring. Now, if we look at a map of Australia, it's a lot of brown. And we've got a lot of brown. Alright, but let's just, I don't know, let's get a little bit artistic with the stuff here. So I'm going to go with a bit of rock over here. I'm just looking at textures on a map to see what it looks like. Right, so we want, I think we need to make this a bit smaller. We want a bit of green over here. Alright, so let's look at a couple of interesting things here. One is, we're going to do a little attempt at a rock. Now, in proportion, this is not going to obviously be anywhere near proportion, but we're going to give it a little bit of a shot. I'm going to flatten it out on top a little bit, like that. All right, so anybody guess what that is? It's Uluru, formerly known as Rock. Which was probably offensive to the Aboriginal people, that name, so hence they went back to the original name. Now, as I said, that's not obviously in proportion. If you were to look on the map, it is nowhere near that big. This thing, that would be quite big. We might drop that down a little bit. It's probably a little bit on the high side. Oh, that might be a little bit too low now. Okay, so we've got that. Now, there's other lakes and things, so, you know, we could sink this, because I think there's a pretty big sort of lake around this area. But again, it's sort of like, it doesn't look like a lake. It's a pity you can't get it to look really blue, but anyway. So there's a pretty big lake there. As I said, there's a giant desert here in the middle. All along, hang on, let me see if I can get it up on my map. Sort of along this side here, we've got a lot of mountain ranges. Not sure how far it goes actually, but there's a lot of mountain ranges there. Definitely greenish though. I think there's some more up here somewhere. So we'll just sort of draw them in at the moment. Look, I mean, there's lots of textures, but I can't draw them all in. It would be pretty much impossible for me to do that. Okay, let me sort of paint those mountains there green. Alright, and this one here. Alright, I think I'll leave it with at that level there. But what would be good would be to put in some trees. Is that all we have? That's the entire list of trees for Oceania. Well, that's pretty rubbish, isn't it? Because there is not any Australian trees in here whatsoever. I was really hoping for some decent trees. Now we might get rid of these, but I'm sort of indicating, you know, tree life. More tree areas of the place, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit of experimentation here. Oh, that was horrible. Sideways tree. We don't want that. Yeah, pretty much. A little bit like that. Maybe a little bit about here. These sort of trees down on this spot. Not much on there, not much on there. Maybe a little bit up here. Yeah, it sort of indicates there's a lot up here. Get some patches in the middle here. That's pretty much it with that. Yeah, you could put some cactuses in the middle here. Indicate a desert. No, that looks stupid. Get rid of that. That looks horrible. Alright, well, that's it. If I had a paintbrush with a watercolour, I would paint all of this on the outside here water, to indicate water. But we don't have that technology that I can see anyway. There's not really much I can do in that regard. Other than constructing something. I don't know what you would construct. Now, how big are these letters? Interesting. Okay. I was going to say, why is that smaller? Okay, we can't get the words in. Tassie, oh no. Now we can. Maybe. It's a bit hidden. We'll try. We'll try. Yeah, it's in. Sort of. We could move this tree a little bit. Yeah, and we'll just move this one a little bit as well. Okay, we are missing one place, and that is the ACT, which is sort of tucked in. Yeah, I gotta find it. Even I can't find it on a map. There it is. So, I can't really draw a thing for it, but can we go back to that? Let's go. Where was the smaller ones? There were smaller words or letters. How do you know? No, that's large. There we go. We might have to move these trees. It's sort of... Alright, let's move that one there. Let's move this one up there a bit. And then we'll put down here, somewhere down here it is roughly. Bit of a ballpark. What? Why is that? Why are you turning? That's weird. I don't know why it did that. Where's the small t? There it is. Again, it wants to... Oops, didn't mean that. Nope. What? Oh, I lost my C now. Not large. I lost my C, man. Okay, now we want the T again. Okay. Ah, is it because there's a hill there? That could be it, actually. Could be because I put hills there. That's why it's going a little bit funny. There you go. Alright, I think we are done for this video. So there you go. There is my tribute to Australia Day. Here is my Australia multiple habitats. Obviously not working. And it's built in my franchise. So I do plan on actually having this functioning. More than likely I'll be taking the letters out, but I don't know. Actually, they might stay. They could be an interesting fixture to the habitat. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops once I start to work out what animals I'm going to put in and how they're actually going to function. But for now, there you go. Happy Australia Day if you celebrate it or you commiserate it, recognising what us terrible white people did to the Aboriginals and all that sort of stuff. Not that I try to make light of it, but yeah, I don't want to say anything that offends anybody. I just personally, I think that we are all Australians these days. I personally, whether I'm white or not or whatever I am, I did not harm anybody. I was not personally involved in any invasion of this country. I was born here like everybody else. And I just think we're so far down the track now that we should just all live together in harmony as Australians. Whether we look like we're Asian, American, Australian, Aboriginal, whatever. We live in Australia, we're born in Australia, whatever we are, let's all be Australians and just live together in peace and harmony. So on that note, as I said, happy Australia Day, and I hope you like my little jokingly experiment here, and I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.
Alright, well hopefully that was enjoyable. Please remember, if you like what you see here, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. Go and check out some of my other videos here that are linked on the side. And I thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.